approaching the ring from Buffalo, New York, Beth Phoenix.
Hey, what's up guys, Matthews97 and welcome back to an episode of WWE 13 Universe Mode. In this one we're going to kick off the show with a Divas Steel Cage match. Yeah, I wasn't too sure if this match was actually possible, if WWE 13 would let you do this, but it is, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and crown our new #1 contender for the Divas Championship, who will be facing Natalya at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is the Vengeance pay-per-view that should be coming up next. And we have Beth Phoenix, who lost the Divas Championship for the first time ever last night at Capital Punishment. That's the first time the Divas Championship ever changed hands in this Universe Mode. So she has a rematch clause, but AJ also defeated Karma last night and therefore earned herself a shot at the Divas Championship. So both of these two divas are going to face each other, and the winner will be the official #1 contender and will face Natalya at Vengeance. Nice suplex there by the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. And anyway, now as we know, AJ had that long historic rivalry with Karma. That's finally over as AJ managed to get the victory last night. And then Beth Phoenix, that was the first time the Divas Championship ever changed hands. And there was another title that had never changed hands up to that point, but did as well last night. And that was the WWE Champ. As you see Beth Phoenix trying to escape the cage here, and no, AJ grabbing her by the foot and pulling her back down into the ring. But there was also a title that had never changed hands before last night that did, and that was the WWE Championship, where it was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, and instead Dean Ambrose came out and ended up facing CM Punk, winning the title from the self-proclaimed best in the world. But now it looks like Dean Ambrose is the best in the world as he holds the WWE Championship. But anyway, we'll find out more on that situation as the show goes on. Anyway, here, Beth Phoenix now seems to be back on her heels here as AJ has the upper hand. Got her in a headlock, sweeping the leg, and there's a nice dragon screw. I don't know exactly what that move was. It was like a leg breaker or something like that. Anyway, Beth Phoenix now has AJ by the arm. And there's a shot to the arm with the elbow by Beth Phoenix. And there is a nice running DDT, dropping AJ to the mat. And now Beth Phoenix grabs her by the head, and there's a knee to the face. And now it's Beth Phoenix on the offensive as AJ rolls out of the way. Nice hurricanrana by AJ, reversing the momentum. And now she has Beth Phoenix by the arm. But now a nice counter there by Beth Phoenix into a headlock. And now Beth Phoenix has her up for a sidewalk slam. Nice maneuver by the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. And now it's Beth Phoenix. She's got AJ up for a fisherman suplex. Nice move by Beth Phoenix's. Now the Glamazon setting up AJ. She's looking to put her away here. Beth Phoenix just waiting as AJ stumbles back to her feet. And now Beth Phoenix from behind AJ. She's measuring her here. She's got her up for that Glam Slam. And because this is a steel cage match, like, would you just do a normal steel cage match? Pinfall and submission isn't an option, so I'm going to have to change that the next time I do a steel cage match. Anyway, Beth Phoenix now climbing up the steel cage here. Is she going to be able to escape AJ back on her feet now? Beth Phoenix is almost there. AJ now, she's got Beth Phoenix by the tights, and she pulls her down to the mat as Beth Phoenix fails to escape the cage. But anyway, it seems like, I think the only way you can have pin and submission being an option is if you go and make a normal match in Match Creator and then set the steel cage around it. But then I'm not sure. Pretty sure you can still climb it and escape, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's sort of a little bit of an issue that they don't have the option that you can have pin and submission and escape the cage be the same. But anyway, so now we see AJ grab Beth Phoenix by the foot again and pulls her down back into the ring as Beth Phoenix has tried 3 or 4 times now to escape the cage as AJ pulls her back now and into a hurricanrana. Nice move by AJ. And AJ Lee, she's going to have to use her speed and quick offense to be able to take down the Glamazon here. But that speed might be able to help her get up the cage. Nice back elbow off the Irish whip. And now another hurricanrana by AJ to take down Beth Phoenix almost sending her head first into the steel cage. But there's a shoulder tackle by Beth Phoenix, and once again, showcasing her power with an elbow to the back of the head of AJ. And now, once again, Beth Phoenix trying to climb the cage, but AJ back up onto her feet. Beth Phoenix is going to have to do a little more damage than that if she hopes to escape the cage. And now, nice acrobatic moves by AJ to get out of the armbar. And now it's AJ. She has Beth Phoenix in a headlock, but Beth Phoenix ducks behind. And now it's AJ with a nice counter. Back and forth here, these two divas reversing each other. AJ, the Irish whip into the corner. And now there was a shot to the back of Beth Phoenix as Beth Phoenix falls to the mat. And there's a kick by AJ. And now Beth Phoenix back to her feet here. She went for the punch, but AJ blocked it. Now has her in a headlock, but again, Beth Phoenix with a counter. And there's that belly to back sort of side slam by Beth Phoenix. And now Beth Phoenix once again trying to climb the cage. Not trying to open the door, she's just going right up the cage. And now AJ grabbing Beth Phoenix by the foot here. And once again pulling Beth Phoenix back into the ring. Because we haven't seen AJ try to make it. We haven't seen AJ try to escape the cage yet here. Now Beth Phoenix once again measuring AJ, and now she's not going to do this a second time. Oh my God, Beth Phoenix, she's going for it again, and a glam slam connection. That's got to be it. AJ's out of it. Beth Phoenix now, this is her chance to escape the cage, and Beth Phoenix is not moving. She's just waiting for something there. Yeah, that was really stupid. Now Beth Phoenix trying to climb up the cage, and Beth Phoenix kicks AJ away. Beth Phoenix is so close to escaping the cage. She's up top. And now AJ's still out of it here. Beth Phoenix goes over the top. And Beth Phoenix, she was actually floating a little bit over the cage. But anyway, Beth Phoenix will now climb down the cage. And Beth Phoenix is your winner here. She will go on to face Natalya at Vengeance for the Divas title. So Beth Phoenix definitely seeking vengeance to regain the Divas Championship that was taken from her by Natalya. So there's a big victory for Beth Phoenix.
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring, Zack Ryder and the All-American Jack Swagger, the new millennia. Weighing 217 pounds, Epico. And his opponent, representing Airborne from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw here as we see a handicap match scheduled by John Laurinaitis, as last week we saw Primo and Epico compete in a handicap match against Brock Lesnar because John Laurinaitis believed that they were the ones who attacked Jimmy Uso. Well, now that John Laurinaitis has found out that it was really Jack Swagger and Zack Ryder, the new millennia, who took out Jimmy Uso, they've been booked into this handicap match. It'll be the new millennia taking on one half of the three teams that they pretty much crossed in the tag team tournament. Air Boom, represented by Kofi Kingston, Jimmy Uso, who was attacked by these two, and then of course we have Epico, since Primo was locked in that Kimura lock by Brock Lesnar last week. He had his arm broken, so who knows when we're going to see Primo who knows when the next time we'll see Primo is going to be. But Epico here, looking to get some vengeance for his cousin, I'm pretty sure the cousins. Anyway, now that nice double super kick there. Usually a tag team maneuver we see from the Usos, but now that Jey Uso isn't here tonight for this match, Epico taking the place of Jey Uso. And now there's a nice, forgot the name of that move there. It just slipped. I don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. Now as we see Epico pulling off his signature maneuver here, as we see two back suplexes. That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I was trying to give it some other name. But off the two suplexes, and then finally the German suplex. Epico now just waiting. There's a drop kick to Jack Swagger. And now Epico, he's going to roll up Jack Swagger. Could this be it? 1, 2. And no, Jack Swagger reverses it. 1. And no, Epico reverses now. 1, 2. And once again, it's Jack Swagger with a reversal. 2 count. And no, Epico just manages to kick out at 2.5. And now as we see Jimmy Uso and Zack Ryder going at it over there, distracted Epico, and there's a nice German suplex by Jack Swagger. Now, Jack Swagger, Epico couldn't get there, and now Ryder makes the tag, but Epico quickly knocks Ryder off the ropes and then gets dumped to the outside by Jack Swagger. As Jimmy Uso was in a bit of an argument there with the ref. Anyway, Zack Ryder now trying to get back in the ring. It looks like Jack Swagger was in the way there or something. And now Zack Ryder, we have Jimmy Uso going right after Zack Ryder, not even caring that he wasn't the legal man, just going right after him. And now Kofi Kingston sees his first action of the match, as now all 5 superstars have had some in-ring action here. And Kofi Kingston, there's a big jumping clothesline there to Zack Ryder, and now off the rope, setting up for the boom drop. Nice move by Kofi Kingston. And now Kofi, he's setting up Zack Ryder, looking to put him away here. Kofi Kingston, he's just waiting. Ryder makes it back to his feet, and Trouble in Paradise connects to Zack Ryder. And now he hooks the leg. 1, and no, Zack Ryder kicks out at a count of 1 off the Trouble in Paradise. It's going to take more than that to put away Zack Ryder. And now, there's the turnbuckle kick to the face by Kofi Kingston. There's a nice flying forearm, or the elbow, driving the elbow into the face. And now it's Kofi Kingston setting up Zack Ryder here. He's got it for the SOS. The SOS connects as he goes to the cover, but Zack Ryder manages to kick out before the ref can get into position. And now Kofi Kingston went for the double chop there when he missed. And this time, Zack Ryder ducks the chop. And now Kofi, there's another clothesline as he goes to the top rope. It looks like Epico and Jack Swagger having a little bit of a fight of their own over there at ringside. And there, Kofi Kingston connects with the crossbody off the top rope into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Kofi Kingston, Jimmy Uso, and Epico get their revenge on the New Millennia, getting the victory here in this handicap match. As Zack Ryder took a lot of punishment there at the end of that one, taking 2 finishers from Kofi Kingston.
Making his way to the ring from Battle Creek, Michigan, Rob Van Dam. And approaching the ring, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 192 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Welcome back to Raw. Here to see Daniel Bryan with a flying elbow right out of the gate. Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam, makes his Monday Night Raw debut in this Universe mode as he returned to SmackDown, not last week, but 2 weeks ago on SmackDown to take on Curtis Axel. He ended up losing there, but Daniel Bryan, we saw, attacked CM Punk, the WWE Champion, before CM Punk faced Seth Rollins last week on Raw, and since then, Daniel Bryan has been traded to the Raw roster, so now Daniel Bryan, nice suplex there to Rob Van Dam. As RVD, he was also on the SmackDown roster, but he has now made the switch over to Monday nights, joining the likes of Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar. And now, as we see, we're going to have a matchup later on tonight, as we learned from John Laurinaitis. It'll be Brock Lesnar going one-on-one against Dean Ambrose. And if any member of the Shield gets involved, then Dean Ambrose will be stripped of the WWE Championship. So you have to wonder if the Shield has any plans. As Daniel Bryan hooks the leg, 1 count, and RVD manages to kick out. But anyway, the submission specialist Daniel Bryan right out of the gate here kicks, I messed up there. But now the kicks to the chest, and now there's a kick to the side of the head of RVD. And now Daniel Bryan rolls him over, hooks the leg, 1, and no, RVD once again manages to kick out. And now RVD has Daniel Bryan in the headlock, or has him by the arm. And there's an elbow across the face. The Hangman's elbow connects onto Daniel Bryan. And now it's RVD, kick to the gut of Daniel Bryan. He's got him in the headlock here. And they're just those kicks to the face of Daniel Bryan, vicious by RVD. And now he got caught. Now it's Daniel Bryan, spins him around here. But he doesn't do anything to follow it up. And now there's a kick to the gut. And Daniel Bryan he's setting up RVD. He's got the yes lock, or the no lock, or the lapel lock, whatever it is. But anyway, he's got it locked in. RVD, can he reach the ropes? He may have to tap out here. This could be a very quick match. And no, RVD manages to break out of the lapel lock. And anyway, now RVD has Daniel Bryan in the headlock, and already right out of the gate RVD is at a disadvantage. Drop kick to the side of the head of Daniel Bryan. And both of these superstars utilize a high-flying offense, so you have to wonder if there's going to be any game plan adjustments as he goes to the cover, 1 count, and a kick out by Daniel Bryan. As Daniel Bryan stumbles back to his feet, kick to the gut by RVD into a headlock. And now it's RVD, elbow to the face. And now working the arm of Daniel Bryan here. And there's the arm drag by RVD. As we know, there's a big knee to the face. And now Daniel Bryan kips up into a calf kick by RVD. RVD will have none of that. There's the leg drop, the innovative signature, vintage, whatever you want to call it. Leg drop by RVD. And now Daniel Bryan, Irish whip him into the corner. Now he jumps off the top rope here. And now Daniel Bryan looking for a second win. RVD misses the clothesline. And the flying elbow connects by Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan could have RVD beat here. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and wow, just like that, Daniel Bryan defeats RVD here. And now, as we can see here, CM Punk, he's coming out. We know Daniel Bryan, he attacked CM Punk last week on Raw. And now, as you see, we might have a showdown here.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar. And approaching the ring, from Cincinnati, Ohio, the WWE Champion, Ambrose.
And welcome back to Monday Night Raw. As we see Brock Lesnar going up against Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose, he wasn't even supposed to compete for the WWE title last night at Capital Punishment. It was supposed to be Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins was a no-show, and instead Dean Ambrose ended up taking his place. And we still have no idea what the whole situation was behind that, and the reason why Dean Ambrose was there and not Seth Rollins. But until we get any more information on it, I mean, there's nothing I can really say about that. All we know is Dean Ambrose, who wasn't even supposed to be on the card last night, is now your WWE Championship the night after the pay-per-view. And like I said earlier, he's got to face Brock Lesnar, sort of, I guess, John Laurinaitis giving some punishment out to Dean Ambrose. I mean, he wasn't even supposed to compete last night, so, I mean, you have to give him some sort of payback for what he's done. He didn't strip Dean Ambrose of the WWE title, but if the Shield does intervene in this match, Dean Ambrose will be stripped of the WWE Championship. So this is sort of, not only is this some punishment for Dean Ambrose, but it's a bit of a reward for Brock Lesnar. As Lesnar, he's got a beef with the Shield. He's been attacked, and he's lost a few matches to the Shield as they've been ganging up on him. Brock Lesnar, he got some he was able to take out some anger on Primo and Epico last week as he broke Primo's arm, but I'm sure that's not what Brock Lesnar had in mind. He wants to get his hands on the Shield, and he'll get it tonight. He'll be able to take out even more of his frustrations. Probably, I'm sure the offense we saw last week against Primo and Epico was only a taste of what Brock Lesnar is willing to do to the Shield. So Dean Ambrose, without the aid of Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, he's in a bit of a pickle here. I don't know. He's going to have a tough time surviving against Brock Lesnar. And Dean Ambrose he doesn't even have to get a win here. He just needs to survive against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And now Dean Ambrose setting up Brock Lesnar there in the corner. And there's a knee to the face of Brock Lesnar. Now it's Dean Ambrose. Went for the clothesline and missed. And now Brock Lesnar, belly-to-belly suplex connects to Dean Ambrose. And now Lesnar, I don't even know if Lesnar wants to win this match. He just wants to punish Dean Ambrose. And I'm sure that's exactly what John Laurinaitis had in mind. You have to think CM Punk is in the back or at home, wherever he is, watching this with a smile on his face to see the Beast, Brock Lesnar, another Paul Heyman guy, going to work on Dean Ambrose, who stole CM Punk's WWE Championship. He was not supposed to be there last night. So, I mean, Dean Ambrose, he flat out stole the WWE Championship from CM Punk. There is without a doubt that he stole it. And now it's Dean Ambrose throwing Brock Lesnar into the announce table. And now he's got him by the head, smashing it off the announce table. And now it's Dean Ambrose. Went for the kick to the gut, but a belly-to-belly throw by Brock Lesnar takes down Dean Ambrose. And now Ambrose back to his feet. The Irish whip once again, sending Lesnar careening into the announce table. Went for the drop kick, and Lesnar was able to avoid it. Dean Ambrose now uncovering the announce table. And Lesnar now falling back out there, renewing the count. At a count of 1 now for the ref. It's Brock Lesnar. He just wants to punish Dean Ambrose, but he doesn't want the match to end by a count out. He doesn't want Dean Ambrose to get off easy. And now Brock Lesnar standing up Dean Ambrose. But Ambrose with a counter as he pulls him back, but a nice jawbreaker counter by Brock Lesnar. As I think Ambrose may have hit the back of his head off the announce table there. Lesnar is standing up Dean Ambrose, and now he's got Ambrose. Ambrose is in trouble. F5 by Brock Lesnar onto the outside. 6 count now for the ref, and Lesnar going back outside. Like I said, he wants to punish Dean Ambrose. I mean, if he can't get his hands on everybody in the Shield, I'm sure Brock Lesnar had to be licking his chops before this one, getting a chance to punish even just one member of the Shield, knowing that the other 2 will not be out here to help him. So while Lesnar, the odds had been against him, now Brock Lesnar gets pretty much a free shot at Dean Ambrose. He can do whatever he wants, which is why he did not take the count out win there. As Ambrose is working the arms there, referee now at a count of 6, and Dean Ambrose, he'll take a count out win. 7 count now as Brock Lesnar now slides back into the ring, and Ambrose, you see, going over the top rope, trying to create some distance between himself and Lesnar, connects with a missile dropkick off the top rope, and Ambrose once again to the top, went for the forearm smash to the face, and Lesnar rolled out of the way. Now with an axe handle, Brock Lesnar in control. But there's a fist to the gut by Dean Ambrose. And Ambrose, this time the dropkick connects. And Dean Ambrose just trying to survive here. Mounted punches to the face of Brock Lesnar. And Dean Ambrose, he's an aggressive superstar, so I don't know exactly what his mindset here is. Small package by Lesnar, 2 count, and Ambrose kicks out. But while it's pretty clear what Lesnar's mindset is to destroy Dean Ambrose, you have to wonder what is Ambrose thinking here, because he hasn't exactly run away from Lesnar. He's been willing to go toe-to-toe as we got a glitch there. Ambrose reversing the small package, 2 count. And now Lesnar reverses it as Ambrose is in trouble, 2 count, and Ambrose kicks out. And now Dean Ambrose kicks to the gut of Lesnar, and now he's setting him up for the DDT, planting Brock Lesnar on his head. And now Ambrose standing up Lesnar here. And now he turns him around, and now he's got the O'Connor roll-up here. 1, 2, and now it's Lesnar reversing the pressure. 1, 2, oh no, not even a 2 count. Ambrose reverses, but there's a rope break for Lesnar. And how humiliating would that have been for Ambrose, as he lost in a similar fashion to CM Punk 2 weeks ago by that roll-up. And if Lesnar had rolled up Dean Ambrose there, as I was burping for some reason. And now it's Brock Lesnar dragging Ambrose into the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no, Dean Ambrose kicks out at a count of 1 and like 7/8. And now Dean Ambrose raking the back of Brock Lesnar, and with the gloves, I don't know exactly how much, I don't know, anyway. I don't think it would be as impactful if he wasn't wearing gloves. He's like using his nails. I don't know. Anyway, now, Dean Ambrose ducks behind and once again working the arms of Brock Lesnar. And look at the strength of Ambrose, able to lift Lesnar up there. And now Dean Ambrose, he's waiting for Brock Lesnar to get back to his feet. And an RKO. I thought it would be a knee tremor. But anyway, RKO by Ambrose. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Dean Ambrose pulls off a major upset, getting a victory over Brock Lesnar, thwarting the plans of John Laurinaitis, of his ideas of punishment, getting the victory over Lesnar. And Dean Ambrose has somehow defied the odds here. Without the help of the Shield, he managed to defeat Brock Lesnar, but Lesnar with a shot to the gut. And now he's attacking Dean Ambrose. Brock Lesnar getting the upper hand of Dean Ambrose here, just stomping away at Dean Ambrose, the WWE Champion.